So what's up, guys? So I just want to hit you all up by video to let you know what's been going on with me. So as you know, I'm always doing a lot of things. I'm always doing a lot of different things. I am a student of life. What I like about the way I see life is that I'm always learning. I'm always getting certifications. I'm always reading books. I have a Kindle. I'm always reading books. I'm always researching stuff online. I'm always watching, even like documentaries and stuff like that. So I'm always talking to people because of what I do. I'm exposed to people much smarter than me, MDs, PhDs. I'm in deep discussions. I notice there are people, who have strong backgrounds, whether it's in the military, history, academia, medicine, engineering. So, I got involved in this landmark forum and pretty much, it's about self-development. It's along the same lines if you do anything like Danny Johnson, Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas. It's just another self-development type form. But what I like about this one is that, it teaches you how to look at the world differently. And this is something I'm going to be learning more about, taking on their philosophies. And if you want to know more information about it, just let me know. I'll just give you the information. It's nothing I get paid or compensated for. It's not like Beachbody where I'm actually a coach for you and I get compensated for it. This one is just about me sharing information. It's a 3-day seminar, 13 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you come back for a Tuesday night, which is today, for a 3-hour, refresher and review. And it just teaches you how to deal with the world. Let me give you one example of one of the things they talk about. For instance, let's just say you were abused sexually by a family member when you were young. Sometimes when you were abused sexually or somebody beat you up physically or did something horrible to you, you form a story in your mind. So because you were abused or beat up or ignored when you were young, you say to yourself, for some people, that I'm not good enough. Now, because you told that story, you're not good enough, you end up doing things in life like overcompensating. So you're always trying to achieve things, but it's never good enough, never good enough, never good enough. Or you may abuse yourself, start using drugs or go into selling your body in the form of maybe things like prostitution and things like that. Or you enter relationships and let yourself get beat because you don't think you're good enough. So it goes either way because you told yourself a story. See, what happened was just, it's just what happened. So what happened was you were abused. It happened. But you tell yourself a story that you're not good enough. So you act out in other ways other than that's not consistent with your success. For instance, if you did not tell yourself that, okay, it's a fact that it happened, but it doesn't mean I'm not good enough, maybe you would be happy about achieving something. And you don't feel like you have to keep chasing a dream or achieving some say that's not, I need to achieve more and more and more. Or you wouldn't abuse yourself. You say, you know what? I love myself. I don't need to do this to my body. I don't need to be in this horrible relationship. That's just one of the many things that they taught us this weekend that we sometimes don't think about. A lot of the stuff, don't get me wrong, is not physics, it's not astroscience. It's not like, oh my gosh, I already knew that. But what I like about courses like this is that you may know this stuff or heard of this stuff, but you have to be conscious and actually practice it and be aware and deliberately practice this stuff. Not, it sounds familiar. This is stuff you need to deliberately practice. I'm not expert in it. I'm still learning myself. I still have to review. I still need to practice. But it's something that I found very helpful. And that's what helped me to, after 18 years, to call my mother, who I haven't spoken to in 18 years. That's what made me a believer. I kept telling myself a story. Yes, what happened was my mom and I had a major fallout. What happened was I tried to contact my mom multiple times and she ignored my phone calls, ignored my letters. That's what happened. But that was 18 years ago. It's 2016. So what happened was what I just told you, but I'm telling myself a story. I'm not going to try anytime soon because she's just going to ignore me again. Why don't I open myself up to the possibility? That's what this is about, opening yourself up to the possibilities of a new possibility. Meaning that, Will, we know that happened, but that was in the past. You do not know that she may or may not pick up the phone. So open yourself up to the possibility. We're not saying it's true. To the possibility that she may pick up a phone and want to start a conversation with you anew in 2016. So once I let go of my stubbornness and picked up the phone, now I'm opening up to a possibility of my mom and I finally having a relationship and leaving everything in the past. Will it turn out well? I don't know. I'm not trying to say this is going to solve all the problems. but at least I opened up to the possibility. Doesn't mean that possibility will always be a reality, but the problem is we already tell ourselves a story and write everything off. So there's a zero possibility of there ever being a change because you're not even opening yourself up to the possibility. Is what I'm saying. So at least I know that I've tried and I pushed myself to open myself up to the possibility. Now, because she didn't make this transformation, I'm going to have to put in more work, but that's still better than me not contacting her at all. So let me know if you want to know more information about it. Hit me up and I'll send you the link and tell you more information about it. I'll talk to you on the phone about it. It's cool. So this is going to be something I'm going to look into as it transforms my life. My wife and I both went through it. My daughter's going to go through it next week. Don't listen to stuff you read up online. Talk to somebody like me who's going through it. Keep in mind, everyone has their opinions. For instance, people say CrossFit is a cult. It's not a cult. People say Beachbody is a cult. It's not a cult. I'm part of both organizations. See, the problem is whenever people are enthusiastic about a process that actually helps them, we want to help other people. But what makes it look like a cult, CrossFit, Beachbody, now Landmark, is that you get a group of people who are enthusiastic about finding something that may help change your life, but it's an organized group of people with a system that we put out in front of you. Then it looks like a cult because now we're organizing ourselves together to bring you something that may help out your life. And we're enthusiastic about it. And then we're taught techniques to actually, like we're not taught just to walk away. Oh, I'm not interested. Okay. Well, sometimes we want to find out why you're not interested because maybe the reason you're not interested is because you had a false, pretense about it. But then if you still say you're not interested or you give us a second, I'm not interested, then we leave you alone. And that's why people think CrossFit is a cult, Beachbody is a cult. If you're part of CrossFit, if you're part of Beachbody, you'll understand what I mean. And hopefully you'll have a better understanding that this is not, a cult. Or if you're a part of a church or religious organization, hopefully you'll have an understanding of this. So just be open to it. Just here's what I tell people. I'm always willing to listen first before I make a decision. And that's why I went. I was like, I don't want to go on this. Now I'm happy I went. All right. This is rather long. Peace out.